So now let me repeat this. The first one, we run this program several times, right? We run this. So I want you to see the difference. I want to see the difference of private. All right. So we did it here. That's a global variable. Do you understand? This is global variable. Now I change this is what? Oh, local, but a static variable. Local static variable, so you have higher security and faster. And let's see whether we have the same result. Is that okay? So build it. So let me do the same thing. Is that right? And start without debugging. So this is my design. This is my backend. This is my UI front end. I purchased $100. Calculate, and I do another $20. All right, and 120, and I do not another $888 and $1,008. Did you see? Is Do you feel it's exactly the same? Is exactly the same like when you did as a when you did as a private? Yes or no?
Yeah, so you're saying like there's no like you won't see a difference like on the front end?
No, no. You don't see it from you don't see anything different from the front end. But
Yeah.
you have two advantage for that. Can you tell me what two advantage you get by using this way?
You can't go into the code and try to find the total another way because it only existed in that procedure. Once the procedure finished, it doesn't exist anymore, and it only exists in the label now for the user to see. So like for banking information and stuff like that, it would be useful because it's only going to exist in the cookie to show on the browser page. It won't exist on the server end. Correct?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
higher. So can we
So when you're
simplify
talking
this?
about like when
Higher
you're
security. Do we talk about we have a higher security? We receive in this part, then we don't receive in other everywhere. Do you understand? It's
so when you're talking about
Oh.
like security rep, you're talking about so like well Javier to like build on what he just said, you're talking about like so when you make the code static like this, bad actors they're not allowed to go in and edit the script, right?
yeah. Okay.
Because that's a lot where they attack is one of their methods. It's by editing the script. So is it basically are you like sort of locking it down
Yeah, yeah. You
by
lock it
doing
down.
this?
Yeah, you
Okay, so
lock it down. You
to
only
avoid any script
you
editing,
yeah
yeah.
you lock it down inside this procedure only. So
So to avoid anybody except personnel within the company to right?
all right. So only the one can access the backend people. Only the one can access here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you have higher security, and also because this variable is only reside in this procedure, and so it's faster too, right? You don't need to pass the variable to the entire application, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a
Oh, I see what you mean. So it's like
Mhm.
so not only is it for security, but it's kind of like the variable is only needed for one task. So it's like you're limiting the variable to be used for that one task and being displayed only because that's only what it's needed for. So you're saving processing power
Yeah.
in the long run. Okay, yeah, I
Yes.
see what you're saying.
So you gain higher security, and your accessibility is faster because it's only retained in one of the procedure. Is that right? Okay. All right.
So
Yes.
when you say faster, like what do you mean faster?
Because
Like what's like
all right. So for these
like for the user,
yeah,
like for the system to
for
calculate
the
it?
system, not for the user. For the
Oh, okay, so
system.
basically, so
Yeah.
like if you're like on a
Yeah.
like if you're on a slower device or whatever, like I'll make like factors like that. You mean?
Yeah. And another way
Okay.
for the user, they will see a faster result too.
Okay, so it makes the user experience more like efficient.
More friendly, more efficient. Is that right?
And then would you say like, just from your standpoint, like a lot of these companies, you know, companies are private, obviously, like a lot of these companies, a lot of their apps are compromised and a lot of their websites are compromised because when the whoever's doing programming there, they're not like, they're being lazy and they're not putting this into all the code?
Okay, that's a very, very, very good question. And that's why you need to learn this at a level 1. Okay?
Yeah.
Decrypt.
Yeah, you need to learn it correctly even in the level 1. You want to
Yeah.
know the way you put the scope and the lifetime you put for this variable actually create different uh, uh, different level of affecting efficiency to your program. So as a
So
programmer,
the only reason why I'm asking this is because I also attend another campus and I'm taking cybersecurity right now and this. So I'm like, I have to like incorporate both like as I'm learning. So I'm just like trying to see
okay,
like from
great.
like a security standpoint. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, so